everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
I ended my engagement. I have been debating sharing this with the internet. I always said that I was never going to be the kind of influencer that only shares the good parts of my life. I've been able to build a platform because I'm authentic. It's really important for me to own my narrative instead of letting people assume and start rumors. Ending my engagement was the hardest thing I think I've ever had to do in my entire life. It's really not the breakup itself that's hard, but it's also having to like break up with the idea of the future that you planned and grieving that too. And at this big age, 31 years old, it feels like your clock is ticking faster and faster. I think that if sharing my story helps just one person, then it's worth it. I was trying so hard to make it work. Eventually, trying to make it work felt exhausting. It literally took me accepting the hard truth that I tried to ignore. Now, the moment I accepted that and said it out loud, I felt so much relief and honestly freedom. Not because I didn't care. I was finally listening to myself. Now I have to start over, rebuild myself, move out. It's scary. There's a lot of uncertainty, but that's also kind of the beauty in all of this. I get to start over. I am doing my best and I'm figuring it out one day at a time. So that's my truth. Love you. Bye. I ended my engagement and today I'm moving out. There wasn't any betrayal. He didn't cheat or anything. Honestly, I just changed my mind. Sometimes clarity comes quietly, and choosing yourself doesn't always need a big explanation. But my village, the women in my life, are so amazing. They've shown up for me in more ways than one, helping me pack, sitting with me, praying for me, making a hard transition feel lighter just by being there. I'm so grateful for community, for having people who hold you up when you're stepping into something new. So here I am, closing this chapter, putting pieces of my old life into storage and stepping into a new season. I don't know exactly what the future holds, but I am excited. I feel at peace and I'm ready for what's next.
I can't take this chick serious. I can't take no.
Carrying stories I never.
Flowers by Peyton Dallas. Here's to receiving flowers without having to beg or ask. So, sorry, I was zoned out. Alright. So this woman leaves her fiance because she had to beg him for flowers. This was her explaining what it really is. He didn't treat her like a princess.
A hard transition feel. My village, the women in my life, are so amazing. They've shown up for me in more ways than one, helping me pack, sitting with me, praying for me, making a hard transition feel lighter just by being there.
See, this is the difference between a man and a woman. As a man, if I have a homeboy who's engaged, him and his woman is living together, and he's getting like cold feet or like second guessing himself, I'm gonna say, look, bro, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be scared. You're starting a new life with somebody. You know, marriage is a big step, and it's okay, you know, but you're not about to leave this woman. You committed to this woman. You told this woman that you want to marry her. You want to spend the rest of your life with her. And I'm going to get on him about making sure he do what he said he was going to do with that woman. As a woman, you know, you want the relationship, then you want the ring, then you want the marriage, then you want the kids and shit. And at any point, you can say, I don't want to do this shit. And then people can like, yes, girl, whatever bad decision you make, we champion that. We have your back. Oh, yes, my village came through and they helped me pack and they prayed for me. And we just had a jolly old time that I just wasted 2, 3, 4 years of this man's life, got engaged to this man. He thinking I'm about to be his wife. And I just woke up one day and I said, fuck it. And every bitch that I know agreed with me and said, yeah, I'm making the right decision. And that's a woman. No matter what bad decisions they make, they're going to have other people, mainly other women, saying, it's okay, you're making the right decision. even if it's bad, even if it's horrible.
So tell me what y'all think about that. I could tell he didn't buy her flowers and things like that because she just threw shade. Yeah, of course, of course. But from the looks of it, they look like brother and sister. I read somewhere or I watched something where a woman said she doesn't want to date an attractive guy because attractive guys, the guys that she finds sexually attractive, she doesn't get what she needs out of them. She gets what she needs out of guys who are less attractive, and she feels as if no other woman wants them, so she doesn't have to compete for his love. She gets his love and affection because he's so happy to be with her. But then on the flip side, she and other women also state once you date a ugly man or a man that you just don't find physically attractive, that they start to get big headed and then they start to become narcissists because they start to feel it in themselves. So I don't know. You know what? The confusion on how to figure out who's the person you gonna date is so like it's the moving the goalposts on every time you moving the goalposts. I think this is a horrible story from this lady because why you get engaged, you put on this whole spectacle, then you bring it to TikTok because you want to tell everybody it's women empowerment. But yet yesterday or today rather, we watched a woman get confronted for sleeping with a married man, and that's woman empowerment. Woman empowerment only beneficial when it helps all women, but there are women who specifically target women to make them look bad. Specifically, sleeping with somebody's husband, you're making somebody look bad. I don't know. Honey Mama says, I say don't stay if you are feeling it's not going to work out, but you must communicate with the other person. Don't leave them high and dry. What you don't want to do is wake up 20 years, realize you wasted your time and love. I mean, no, there's not no waste of time in love. You know why there's no waste of time in love? Because I can actually find somebody to love and I could love them and I could learn from them. And if it don't work out, only time you wasting time is if you date somebody for like a couple days. You be like, man, she wasted my damn time. Or 1 year wasted time. But when you get further in, 10 years, you didn't waste no time. You lived, you learned, and you made it work for 10 years. Ask these people who can't get it together for 10 months. What it do, Kenzie? Yeah. I'm pretty upset with this story. It's just like it's like she's making a mockery of love. Like, oh, I had love, but he didn't buy me flowers, so I had to get out of there. Or he didn't think like matter of fact, she made it seem as if she's just living for her, but she's not. The people who's watching, she has to give us more context because you're just telling women if you don't feel comfortable being in that relationship to just leave. But what made you feel uncomfortable? Like, not I'm not asking for women, I'm asking for me. Like, because if I don't want my woman to leave me on the engagement because I wasn't buying her flowers, I wasn't paying attention to her because I didn't put her first in many situations, I want to know. Honey Mama says, I think people who have been lied to their entire relationship and find out all the secrets that you didn't know, then you realize you're almost 50 and your good years are gone. Your good years ain't gone. I seen a fine ass 50-year-old on Facebook. Shit. Your good years ain't gone. Shoot. You just don't be like Reggie. Remember Reggie and his girl from yesterday's video? Yeah, don't be like Reggie and that one.